the catch. If I do this, there's around 70% probability that, let's say, wellness is an interest to develop a healthy lifestyle in people, or the healthy lifestyle in our own family, in our own relations. That is nothing but wellness. So, what is wellness? Wellness is a complete lifestyle which is going to give us healthiness in our physical activities, in our mental activities, in our social activities. So there are 3 stages in wellness. So when we say there are 3 stages in wellness, the first stage is nothing but physical, the second stage is nothing but mental, and the third stage is nothing but social. So what is the best stage which you can directly influence?
Physical.
Right? Because it is on to you. Right? You don't have to depend on others in order to make sure that our physique is properly maintained or our physique is healthily maintained. So the first thing is physical. So we thought, let's start this programming, wellness programming, with the physical stage, and then later into the mental stage, and then later into the social stage. Right? So with this great vision, we started getting these kind of products into the market to make sure that the individuals are happily and easily accessing such a product into a lifestyle which can easily impact the physical approach, the physical being. So once we achieve this goal of being physically fit, obviously this will support us to become mentally strong. Don't you think so?
Yes.
In research, we've been doing many researches, some are useful, some are not useful in our previous organizations. So what we do is, we see why people are even taking leaves. We also see why people are sleeping, how many people are sleeping with fat tummies, how many people are not sleeping without fat tummies. So we see that all the healthy people are proactive. All healthy people are proactive. People who are fit in the sense it doesn't mean we have 6 packs and then we are built like a model. No. Physical fitness is nothing but where you are comfortable with your body. Are you able to handle yourself properly? Are you able to walk properly, or are you throwing your legs? So this is something called the physical fitness. The other thing is the model fitness, which we can take care of it later. So this is something which we have to acquire. In order to acquire this, the products are here. So once we cross this stage, the next stage is nothing but TBOs. It is nothing but TBOs. Here, this is the stage where you get an opportunity to grow yourself mentally, grow yourself socially. Because in a mental way, it says that all employees are bound to an organization vision and then to one specific job role. And that specific job role is nothing but your description, everyday work in your companies. How many of you work here in different MNCs or in different companies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, right, good. See, every day what you do, you go, sit down, you work on the same system, right? Let's say if you're a operator, if you're an analyst, what do? You sit down, you take the data, you align it, and you make sure that this is useful to your managers, right? In the same manner. So what happens is every day you come, sit down, start the task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4, task 5, task 6, finish, give it to your manager, he'll say, why is it late? And you'll say, sorry, and you'll come back. What is happening here? Are you really developing yourself? You're restricted to few tasks. You're unable to move on. You're unable to, go beyond the tasks. So now the reason why we wanted to adopt direct selling is to make sure that people, whoever are associating with proyoung, get an equal chance to become an entrepreneur. So what's the difference between an entrepreneur and an employee? Anyone?
The entrepreneurs are those who can make some business.
Work for
Okay.
themselves.
So what is the meaning of business for an entrepreneur? See, I'll tell you. An entrepreneur has a choice. He always has a choice to jump into marketing and see what is happening. He can jump into sales and see what is happening. He can earn 10 lakhs, he can earn 1 lakh, he can earn anything. It depends upon his productivity. Okay. If you're an employee, what happens? You'll start working today, you'll finish off your task. The only thing you learn is an extra time to spend with your employee, your colleagues. Right? But an entrepreneur, if you work hard, automatically it is directly impacting your income levels. So that's the essence of entrepreneurship. So that is the reason we thought physically to improve a human in wellness vision, we started supplying such products which can beautifully give them the results. And the second level is mental. So we started giving them an opportunity to become an entrepreneur. So when they become an entrepreneur, definitely what happens? They'll start developing themselves. So that gives them a mental strength, a mental satisfaction, which can ultimately lead a healthy lifestyle. Right? And this can impact in a third stage. Alright? I'm looping up all the stages, but then this is how it works. This is how we transform ourselves to our extremes. We transform ourselves to reach that end goal. And what is your end goal? To be financially free. Entrepreneurs, why do people want to become entrepreneurs? To be financially free. To be financially free at the same time, you want that freedom. If you want to go to US, you can go. You don't have to wait for the leaves. You don't have to report to your manager and ask for a leave. Right? If you want to go to Bangkok, you'll go. Because you have money and you have the sense of working. So that's called entrepreneurship. So that is what we are trying to do. In the social level, what happens to you? How are you getting affected with your social level? So now you start with our products, and then you'll be giving the awareness as an entrepreneurs to the society about this product, so that they can also come into this lifestyle, wellness lifestyle, which is very important in order to make sure that they get the maximum potential from their own personality. And the third thing is, you're actually going to people and you're trying to acquaint them, at the same time explain them about this secret science called wellness. So ultimately what is happening? You're not restricted to one specific room, you're not restricted to one specific income, you're not restricted to one specific task. But ultimately what is happening? You're cracking that 4 walls, you're coming out, you're having your friends, you're having your professional network, you're having your social network. How many of you have social networks? Social networks means not your friends, not your relatives, not your colleagues, but social networking. So what I mean social networking is, you don't know that person, but you still talk to them. Okay, good. 3, 4, beautiful. So this should be 100% here. 100% here. Now this is not a world where you say, don't talk to the strangers. This is a generation where you have to talk to the strangers and make sure that they are useful to you and you are useful to them. Because it's a global environment now. You can't restrict yourself to Hyderabad, you can't restrict yourself to a street. It is global. What are we trying to do? Pro-young international. Proactive individuals who are international. Isn't it? So this is how we have patterned our entire business system, where you first start with your physical development, and then a mental development, and then a social circle development. By the time you cross all these, who are you?
Entrepreneur.
Absolutely. I want it louder, with a clarity. Entrepreneurs. That is what we're trying to do now. We're trying to make sure that all the individuals are cracking up their, walls, prison, I don't want all these people to be in the room. That is what I see. The reason why I came out of my organization, the reason why I'm trying to associate with such beautiful organizations which can give us a lot of potential to earn money, a lot of potential to socialize, is because I don't want to sit somewhere in a room and then get restricted to 1,000 or 10,000 people. There's a lot more outside. There's a lot more to do. Right? How many of you are feeling monotonous? How many of you feel that can I or can't I earn money apart from my job? How many of you feel this? If you're not feeling it, then you're not sensible. So how many of you are sensible here? 1. Very good. 2. Anyone? Good. So this is what, the reason why proyoung will be the right choice for you is because you can affordably take the products. You can start using it. At the same time, you can also start your business. Alright? And if there is any expression of dissatisfaction or conflict of interest, we have a policy that is 100% cashback policy. So, how much percentage of risk do you have here?
0.
And you're still doing a business without a risk?
Yes.
So this is what we're trying to do, a 0% risk business with 3 levels of commitment, that is physical, mental and social, so that we can get benefited in a 360 degrees angle. There is no loss, but there is 100% gain. This is what we're trying to do. This is what, is making us sit 24 hours here in the office and start working through optimized things just to make sure that we impact people around. But what is driving us? We're giving you we're giving you 0% risk, 100% profit, and why are we doing this business? We're doing this business because we have a stronger visions. And the stronger visions are defined by acknowledging the current situations in the world, especially our India.
Lack of nutrition.
Absolutely, lack of nutrition. Malnutrition is something which is ranking India as number 4. 25% of the population in the world is Indians. For what? What is this percentage for? People who are hungry are 25%. When you take a sum of 100% as the world, 25% is contributed by India for hungry people. 44% of all the child who are 5 age below, below age 5, 44% of our children are having malnutrition. What does it mean? All the maternity women are not getting proper nutrition diets. And is it just because of poverty? No. Lack of knowledge. Lack of wisdom. So that is the reason we are trying to set up this entire business model to direct selling business owners, so that they can help us in exponentially spreading the vision, spreading the knowledge on wellness. This is our greater visions, and we have made sure that we reach these missions with the help of our proyoung business owners in a systematic process. Because it's difficult for us to sit down and say, we'll reach that mission, we'll impact India, we'll impact the world. It's pretty difficult, definitely. But then if you segment it, if you go directly into the micro levels and start approaching it, it will become easy. Today, if I'm able to convey a right message to you, you will convey the same message to hundreds of you. How does it become hundreds? Simple. If you contribute 2 people and another 2 people, if you contribute in the sense just conveying my message, if you do it, let's say we have around 50 people here, 15 to 2. So my ultimate vision is to make sure that we are exponentially spreading our vision. That is nothing but trying to acknowledge the sources to make sure that everybody is getting proper nutrition. So each company has their own visions. Google has a vision to give all the information to each and every person. But they can't sit and say we'll give you everything. In the same manner, proyoung can't give everything. So that is the reason we selected one particular thing which can impact the world. A small thing, but which is important. And what is that small thing?
Wellness.
Acknowledging wellness. Programming wellness in people is important. So that is the reason we decided, okay, we'll go only with one vision and we'll do it in a proper manner. And that is the reason we have selected wellness as our vision, and we're trying to spread all around the world, making sure that nobody is dying with malnutrition. So this is what we're trying to do. And this is why we're trusting you, and we're trying to spend a lot of time in making sure that you understand what is our vision, you understand what is our approach to this business model, so that you will understand how to contribute to make sure that our visions are spreading all around and all people are getting benefited. So now what is your next step? As a management body, as a management team, the only thing which we will be doing is to support you in a right process. As we have been expertised in communicating the visions, as we're expertised in trying to set up the business models, we'll do our best. And we'll try giving you the best so that you can contribute the same to our vision. So what is the next step?
Spreading the message.
Spreading the message. How do you spread the message? You need some systems, right? It is difficult. Even I have spent 4 months here to understand the entire structures, to understand everything. So it takes time for you even. But in order to cut down the time from 4 months to 2 days or 10 days, we started, systemizing everything. We started creating structures so that you people can easily get benefited. You'll understand what it is, and you can start your business. Alright? So now the first structure is to make you understand what is direct selling and how it can be done. And the second stage is to make you understand the corporate profiles. And third stage is to make you get all the tools where you can easily communicate to people and make sure that you share the visions and start building up your business and start earning and start making sure that you are financially free. So what's your first step? Understanding the direct selling business model. So Mr. Malesh will take again. He'll be taking up into the journey of direct selling. And all the best. I wish you all the very best for growing as an entrepreneur. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, how is the session now? Give me a big round of applause. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, it's a very important thing to understand the direct selling. What is this direct selling industry? Okay, what are the dynamics in the direct selling industry? You should, otherwise, you have some dilemma in future. Oh, how I am doing this and why should I do this? Okay, how to invite people are all very big problematic in future. So first thing, you should understand the dynamics in the direct selling as well as what is the direct selling. Direct selling is a distribution channel. It's a different distribution channel rather than traditional business. What happens in the traditional business? Like the manufacturer, he creates the product and that comes to the end user with so many levels in the middle of them, so many layers. Okay, the layer is C&F agent or dealer, sub-dealer, stockist, super stockist, or even wholesaler and retailer. So everybody sharing, okay, the profit. Okay, this is called traditional business. But in the the direct selling, only the manufacturer is there and the end user is the consumer. In middle is you or me or the distributor or proyoung business owner. Okay, so this is the direct selling, different distribution channel. Nowadays, worldwide this technology propagated like anything. 85% business are happening only because of direct selling. So it's soon to be India also. In future India, how it is going to, everybody feel proud now, right? My son is like BTech and MCA, MTech, like that. Everybody should say, my son is doing network marketing professional. Okay, such a way people will create this, this business in future. And even in Malaysia also. Malaysia, see the country is having only 2.5 crore population. But in India, almost 125 crore population. For India, it's only 85 notified companies as of now. But in Malaysia, you can assume, right? So for 2.5 crore, hardly 1 or 2 companies. But because of the Direct Selling Regulation Act, which came earlier, because of that support, that country is having more than 1,248 notified companies. Very small. very small country population, the entire business is going on the direct selling channel. See, now India is a gigantic, here lot of scope. Now you people are very frontliners. Okay, in future you are going to hit a lot of business volumes if you stay with the proyoung international or the direct selling industry. That's what I can say. So this direct selling is going throughout worldwide, and even India also now it's coming. Okay, and these are dynamics. Very important to understand the dynamics. Direct selling dynamics are, the first dynamic is it's like a duplication, and second is time leverage. So you can duplicate yourself like 1, 2, 3, 4 and even 4 into 16 into, okay. So this is kind of a multiplication. Your duplication would be multiplication. Similarly, your time spending like 1 hour, 2 hours with the proyoung concept. So everybody of your duplication will work with the same time, 2 hours, 3 hours. So you have a n number of hours per day, and even with that huge n number of hours, you are going to have a massive turnover. This was the dynamics. Okay. So thank you so much for coming this event EDP. And next Sunday also there is another EDP going on with our country head. So please make sure that on the same time. Okay, at 4 o'clock. Thank you. Thank you.